Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome to the first ever devlog for Construction Destruction. Construction Destruction is an action-packed, mechanics-driven roguelite, but before I get too far into the details, let's go back to when the project first began. It was exactly a year ago today. I remember sitting in my office, not really loving the work that I was doing, and that's the day that I decided to become an independent game developer. The very same day, I went home from work, downloaded Unity on my laptop, and got cracking. Got cracking? What am I even saying? Anyway, I got to work on the project, and it's been in development for an entire year now. So let's hop into the project and see what I've gotten done. Now I just want to put a quick disclaimer out there. Even though the game has been in development for a year now, it may not look like there's a lot there. And that's because I've not been working on this project full time, and I've had a lot of learning to do along the way. Now with that said, let's get into it. So I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the three little pigs. The first little pig builds a crappy little fort, the second little pig builds a slightly better little fort, and the third little pig spends all day building a nice, strong house. Then, when the big bad wolf comes along, he blows down the first two houses, but the third house is too strong. So this game takes place directly after that story. So after the wolf can't blow down the third house, the third little pig has a great idea. Hey, I should start a construction business building houses. He starts building away houses for all his little pig friends, and eventually all of the pigs are living in nice, strong houses, and the big bad wolf can't blow any of them down. Now this means trouble for the big bad wolf, so he needs to stop construction immediately. So he turns to the dark powers and begins enchanting the construction materials to turn on the pigs. Now, in the game, the enemies will all be spare construction materials. We have wooden boards, nails, screws, washers, all sorts of things. Now what makes the game unique is that none of these enemies have any health bars. In almost every game you play, the enemies come at you, you smack them until their health bar reaches 0, and they die. But in Construction Destruction, things work a little differently. In order to defeat an enemy, you have to use it in combination with some of the other enemies. Let's take the wooden board for example. You can walk up to this enemy and get smacked right in the face. But what I meant to say is you could walk right up to this enemy and saw it in half into a nice little wooden plank. But if you leave this plank there for too long, it's gonna reanimate and come back to kill you. That's right, this thing can never die, and it has no health bar. Enter the nail. Now, just like the wooden board, the nail has no health bar and can't be killed. All you can do is smack it against the ground to stun it for a short while. However, when we take these two enemies and combine them together, only then can they be defeated. This is how the game works. You use different combinations of enemies in order to defeat them and move on. Now the first and simplest combo in the game is the nail and board. In order to defeat these two, you're going to have to cut the board in half, kite the nail over the board's body, and then hammer him down. If you don't hammer a second time, the nail will get back up and cause you some problems, so you better hammer him down before he pops out. Now once you've hammered him into the board twice, these two are defeated, and you are victorious. Now blah blah blah. Now the second combo is a bolt and a board with a hole in his mouth. Hole in his mouth? No. Hole for a mouth? Hole in his body? Board with a mouth? Something like that. Anyway, he can't be nailed to the ground because a nail will go straight through the hole. So in order to defeat this combo, we're gonna have to unscrew the bolt, throw the bolt through the hole, and then smack a washer right onto the other end of this. Let's hope I can hit this. Nice. Now, he'll blow up. Second combo, down. Now, there are a few other mechanics here, like a tape measure a magnet, and a drill and screw, which are soon to come. For now, I'm going to get back to work, and I hope to see you in the next video.